Like everybody has a unique relationship with their karate that we'll call your practice, okay? And a lot of times people often kind of stand back passively, and they sort of expect the institution or the teacher or the organization or the style to deliver some message to them. But I think what you really got to do is you have to be on the hunt. And like what kind of leads you to your epiphanies are sort of the quality of questions you're asking yourself in your own training. And that's going to be unique to everybody. Like I have this sort of heretical thing that I tell people, find your own karate. And people say, what are you talking about, find your own karate? But the fact is that everybody in here has their own karate. And the people that we admired and had great respect for and considered the great traditionalists, whether they were Funakoshi Sensei or Ueshiba Sensei or Kano Sensei, they were all extreme innovators in their art. They found some connection and then tried to share that with others. And so I say, hey, maybe that's part of the path, doing that. You follow that? So I would think let's just kind of let's give this thing like this verb, this thing we call a practice, some of our attention, because just like developing technique, I think we can sort of develop our approach, like the quality of our approach, always trying to gain more from our experience. And there's a whole bunch of tricks to do that. You know, how do you learn a principle in the training and then sort of through a metaphor extrapolate that into a bigger sphere? All of a sudden, you're not just practicing the dojo in the dojo, you're practicing in life, that kind of thing. Yeah, so there's a whole cadre of sort of, I would say, inspirations that happen along the way. So what I would like to do in our time is just share some of the things that I thought, some of the stepping stones in my practice that were sort of meaningful. And one would be that we learn an art that actually obviously has a lot of structure to it. I mean, in the beginning, it was, you know, you have to have 60% of your weight there, 40% of your weight there. These lines had to be exactly true. At, you know, using the first two knuckles, everything aligned properly. And that is absolutely what you do in the beginning. But at some point, you kind of break free of that because you don't want the structure to be too encumbering. It doesn't want to hold you too tight because your art should be very alive. It should be fluid and dynamic, okay?